Hey there, hey, Tamara from Tamara Lynette Tales here. I'm so excited to bring this video to you, which is sponsored by HelloFresh. So keep listening to hear the special deal they've given me to share with you. Married at First Sight Season 3 premiered in December of 2015 in Atlanta. Now, in the earlier seasons, they focused more on trying to help the couples navigate their relationships. Therefore, they only had 3 couples opposed to the 5 they have these days. Plus, the experiment only lasted 6 weeks opposed to the 8 weeks the current couples have to contend with now. So, Season 3 featured Vanessa and Trey, Ashley and David, and Samantha and Neil. Okay, so let's talk about what they've been up to. Vanessa and Trey. Vanessa was 26 years old when she agreed to get married at first sight. She and Trey said yes on decision day, but broke up shortly thereafter. Because she was a fan favorite, she was chosen to join the cast of Married at First Sight spinoff show called Married at First Sight Second Chances. It's a bachelorette type show where 100 single men competed for her attention and had a chance to fall in love with her. After 4 months and some shenanigans to get to know some of her favorites, she narrowed it down to one and got engaged to Andre, a computer engineer. Unfortunately, their relationship didn't last long, and Vanessa found herself right back where she started before her Married at First Sight days, but with thousands more Instagram followers. Since then, she moved to Los Angeles and started her own candle company called Soulwick.
It's always been my dream to improve the lives of others. Day-to-day life can be tough, and we all need a little support with our wellness goals, especially now. I've relied on yoga, aromatherapy, affirmations throughout the years, and in challenging transition phases. I also feel most myself when I can support my friends in this way.
And as part of her self-care awareness journey, she speaks in person at events to promote wellness and yoga. She appears to be keeping her dating life private though these days, but after being on 2 shows searching for love, it's not surprising that she wants to keep her love life to herself. However, she has shared some photos of her travels to places like Bali, Rome, Alaska, St. Lucia, and London, just to name a few. As for Trey, well, he was the one who initiated the breakup between he and Vanessa, by the way. In April of 2022, he walked away without injury from what looks like a pretty bad car accident. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt. Since his days on Married at First Sight, he relocated to Louisville, Kentucky.
I'm about to go get an Uber and go to the airport and get back to the old Kentucky home. Just enjoy.
He became a first-time homeowner when he purchased a house in November of 2022.
It's all official. First house. Signed on the docs today. Time to start to get to work.
He's traveled to California, Las Vegas, and South Carolina. Like his ex-wife, he seems to be keeping his current relationship status private. Couple number 2, Ashley and David. Ashley and David had a tough season, which ended in Ashley accusing David of cheating on her. It's no surprise that they didn't make it past decision day. What was a surprise is that David had a run-in with the law over a domestic violence situation with a girlfriend prior to being on the show, but that incident was ignored by producers. If you haven't heard the full story, I explain it in this video along with reading some of the details from the police report. It's a juicy story for sure. So about 3 months after season 3 finale aired, in June of 2016, Ashley posted a photo of her and a new love interest. Since then, her Instagram is filled with photos of her and her man going on various adventures. And in the midst of falling in love, she finished nursing school and graduated in 2017. So about a year later, in July of 2018, she announced that her man proposed to her and she said yes. So a little over a year later, September 2019, they got married and she is now Mrs. Ashley Alvarez. See, girl, you were all up on Married at First Sight when all along your Prince Charming was right around the corner. Then on November 25th of 2020, she announced that she was expecting their first child. Here she's showing off her baby bump. And in April of 2021, she gave birth to a beautiful little baby boy, Julian Luis Alvarez. Now, this proud mommy regularly shares pictures of Julian, charting the progress of his growth, as well as family life. She certainly seems to have found her happy ending. Congratulations, Ashley. As for David, on camera, he came across as being caring and kind. However, Ashley's mom spilled the tea and said that behind closed doors, he regularly slammed those doors and his temper was out of control, which matches up with his past. As I mentioned earlier, it was uncovered that David is on record for being explosive towards one of his exes. But that didn't stop Married at First Sight producers from casting him in their Second Chances show. But this time around, fans witnessed the uglier side of his personality. He was careless with women's feelings, was all over the top with his flirting, pitted women against each other, and made bad decisions. So in the end, he narrowed it down to two women, Tara and Isabella. So leading up to the proposal, he told Isabella that she made him a better person and made him feel better than he had ever felt before. But he told Tara that he loved her, which gave her a little hint that she would be the one he would choose. So when it came time for the proposal, he went to Isabella first and let her know that she wasn't the one for him. Obviously, this meant that he was going to propose to Tara, right? No! He told Tara to kick rocks too. Shocking fans of the show. Tara was so upset because he led her on, giving her the impression that they were going to be together. Later, he addressed his decision in a blog post and basically said that he knew it wouldn't be a long-lasting relationship with either of them, so that's why he didn't propose. But his mind games left a bad taste in the mouths of the ladies and fans. Nowadays, the only love he seems to want to share is his love for sports.
Hey, 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 hey. Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo!
Yeah, so there's that. You don't have to go to a tailgate party and jump off a roof to find a good meal. If you want to eat well and save money, just cut back on expensive takeout and delivery and order HelloFresh. I'm determined to lose some weight this year, and HelloFresh's Calorie Smart and Carb Smart recipes are part of the way I'm hoping to achieve my goals. If you're kind of a picky eater, they let you swap out proteins or sides. You can upgrade your protein or even add a protein to a veggie dish. If you like yummy food without a lot of effort like me, then you'll enjoy how fast, easy, and affordable it is to whip up a restaurant-quality meal at home like I'm doing right here. If you're having bad weather where you live, you get to skip the schlep to the grocery store and stock up on the snacks, sides, desserts, and more at the HelloFresh Market. All you got to do is add them to your weekly order and they'll be delivered right to your doorstep. So here's the great offer they've given me to share with you. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code 21TAMARA for 21 free meals plus shipping. Yes, an entire week's worth of food by going to HelloFresh.com and use code 21TAMARA for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Now, on to our final couple. Couple number 3, Samantha and Neil. Samantha and Neil got off to a terrible start. Samantha was not attracted to Neil and didn't hold back. She was rude towards Neil and even questioned his manhood. However, once she got to know him, she realized she messed up because he was actually a good guy. She tried to make it work with him, but unfortunately, it was too little too late. So on decision day, she said yes and he said no. So after things didn't work out with Neil, Sam decided to take another leap of faith. She was diagnosed with endometriosis and was afraid she was getting too old to have children. So she started the process for in vitro fertilization. The Married at First Sight production company, Kinetic, documented her journey on their YouTube channel in a series they called Love at First Baby. I know, it's a corny title.
I wanted to tell you something. I haven't told anybody yet, so I'm just gonna have to come out and say it. I'm having a baby.
Oh my goodness!
So that being said, I'm doing artificial insemination. I went to the doctor today. How do you feel about my special information?
Oh, I feel great. Scary. And excited.
You're gonna be a dad.
I guess by proxy I am, which is very scary.
She even flew to Florida to share her news with her father and stepmom about the procedure.
Because at the end of July, early August, I'm going to have artificial insemination. I'm gonna have a baby.
I think it's great.
Granddaughter? Yes. Hopefully a girl, but I wouldn't mind a boy.
So she told her loved ones, made a few trips to the doctor, so the next logical step was to find sperm, and like everything else, all you gotta do is go on the internet and Google it.
Looking for sperm that I'm gonna buy. I think I found the one that I want, and I'm gonna buy 2 vials of it.
So after sharing the news with everyone and purchasing $1,500 worth of sperm, here's what happened.
So I have some news. I decided not to go through artificial insemination because I ended up meeting somebody. It's been kind of interesting, to say the least, because everything happened so quickly. But now we are together and we are happy, and I am expecting. And I met this person through an online dating site. They decided to go ahead and tie the knot before she comes, so that way it's legal and everything's, you know, good to go as soon as she's here. And we're engaged anyway, so we're still gonna have a wedding, and I'm sure that Chris is probably gonna try to get out of actually having the wedding. So I wanted to introduce you to Chris, who is creeping in the shot. Like I told you guys before, Chris and I are expecting, so you can creep in now. This is Chris.
Hello.
Chris and I have a little addition to share. I wanted to introduce everyone to Isabella. Here's our little baby girl.
And with that news, Love at First Baby came to an end. But of course, she and Chris's story doesn't end there. After settling into marriage and family life with baby Isabella, Samantha got to have the wedding she hoped for. On Halloween of 2021, she wore this t-shirt. Notice anything? Yep, not just the baby bump though. See the 2 baby skeletons on the shirt? She's carrying twins. Kind of an unusual way to share good news with baby skeletons, but yeah, there you have it, twins. Then on March 3rd, 2022, she gave birth to her daughters, Sienna and Everly. All 3 of her girls are pictured here. Samantha may not have found what she was looking for on Married at First Sight, but thanks to the dating apps, she was able to build a family and find happiness. So congratulations, Samantha. So as you can kind of see in Samantha's video, Neil and Sam left their marriage as friends. He also seems to have found a friend in Trey as well. They've hung out together after their season ended. Neil enjoys running and has been participating in various races, but it doesn't appear as though he was kicking up his heels after all of them. Neil seems to love adventure. He's gone big wheeling. He's participated in events with local track and running clubs, visited Zion National Park. He's been working on his sprint posture. He's hung out at a distillery and vacationed in Slot Canyon in St. George, Utah. Oh, and it looks like he found a new love in his life. Hey now. Okay, just kidding. It's not clear whether or not he's currently in a relationship. If he is in one, he's keeping it off social media and out of the spotlight, and I don't blame him. This was an enjoyable season to watch because the experts really tried to help these couples work through their differences. While none of them found love on the show, they seem to be happy because after all, life goes on. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next video.